All right, welcome. Think of this as your personal playbook for figuring out the future of work, especially if you're a student here in the UAE and you're wondering, what's next for me? Well, this is your guide. Let's get right into it.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. What if the job you're going to have in 10 years doesn't even exist yet? I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it's a very real possibility. The world of work is changing faster than ever. But that's not scary. That's a huge opportunity.
Okay, so first up, the career map itself is being completely redrawn. You gotta forget that old idea of climbing a single, straight ladder for 40 years. Your adventure is starting in a world that is just exploding with new possibilities, and a lot of them are right here in the UAE. Now, you might see this and think, okay, a national vision. What's that got to do with me? Well, it has everything to do with you. This isn't just some high-level government plan. It's a giant, flashing signpost pointing directly to the skills that are about to be in massive demand. Knowledge, innovation, green tech. This is where you should be looking. So, where exactly are these amazing opportunities? That brings us right to our next section. Let's go explore the new frontier and find out which industries are growing like crazy and waiting for you. Just take a look at this list. I mean, these are the sectors that are absolutely booming. We're talking about artificial intelligence, where you could literally be designing the smart cities of tomorrow. Or renewable and clean tech. Imagine working on cutting-edge solar and hydrogen power. And yeah, even space and advanced aerospace. These aren't just cool ideas anymore. They are real, expanding industries that need fresh talent. And this table is awesome because it shows you how you can start right now, today. See that? Messing around with some Python basics for a school project? That could honestly be your first step to becoming a data analyst. Or what about doing a simple energy audit in your own home? That could lead straight to a career as a renewable energy technician. The path really does begin with these small, totally doable actions. All right, so we've seen the where. Now let's talk about the how. It's time to build your own future-ready toolkit. And I want you to start thinking of these skills as your personal superpowers. The goal these days is to become what people call a T-shaped professional. It's a fantastic way to picture it. Imagine the letter T, that long vertical bar. That's your deep, specialized expertise in one specific area. And the horizontal bar across the top, that's your broad set of skills that lets you work and communicate with all sorts of different people. When you combine those two, you become incredibly valuable. So let's focus on that vertical bar first, your depth. These are your technical skills. This is the stuff that makes you the go-to person, the expert in a specific field. And here are some of the hottest ones on the market right now. You've got coding in languages like Python, you've got AI and data literacy, cybersecurity basics. Hey, did these look familiar? They should. They connect directly back to all those booming industries we were just looking at. This is what companies are desperate to hire for. But, and this is a big but, being a technical whiz on your own isn't enough anymore. That brings us to part 2, the breadth, that horizontal bar of your T. These are your human skills. They're what allow you to take that technical knowledge and actually do something amazing with it in the real world. I'm talking about things like communication and storytelling, creative problem solving, collaboration. You can be the best coder on the planet, but if you can't work with a team or explain your brilliant ideas, your impact is going to be pretty limited. Think of these human skills as the ultimate power-up for all your technical talent. Okay. I get it. This might feel like a lot to learn all at once, but take a breath and look at this timeline. Building these skills is a journey, not a frantic race. In grade 9, you're just exploring, sampling different things. By grade 11, you're starting to focus in and maybe even grab a certification. And by grade 12, you're building something that shows off what you've learned. See? It's a step-by-step process, totally manageable. Let's get to the next crucial piece of this whole puzzle. It's not enough to have the skills. You have to prove you have them. You've got to show, not just tell. And your portfolio? That's your proof. It's the collected evidence of all your superpowers. A killer portfolio is not a long, boring list of everything you've ever done. No way. It's 3 to 5 of your absolute best projects. And here's a pro tip. Show your growth. Seriously, don't hide the things that went wrong. Explain what you learned from your failures. That story of improvement is so much more powerful than pretending you were perfect from the start. Let's talk about a few common traps people fall into and how you can avoid them. First, don't just collect online course certificates. The rule is simple. For every one course you take, you build one project. Done. Feeling like you're not ready yet? Just start small and share what you're doing. And finally, stop chasing certificates just to have them. Make sure every badge you earn is connected to a real problem you actually solved. I really want you to let this one sink in. Skills are built, not found. This isn't about being born with some magical talent. It's about putting in the work. Those small, consistent things you do every day, they will always, always be one giant last-minute effort. That's a promise from your future self. So, are you feeling motivated, fired up? Good, because we're going to take all of that energy and turn it into action. Your 90-day mission, your personal sprint, it starts right now. Here it is, a super clear, powerful plan you can start today. Month 1, just explore and plan. Pick one sector, one skill path, and just draft an idea for a project. That's it. Month 2, you build and share. Start making something, share your progress every week, and get feedback from someone you trust. And month 3, you polish and apply. Finish that portfolio piece and apply for one thing, a competition, an internship, anything. It's a simple cycle you can run again and again. So if you only take one single thing away from all of this, let it be this. The future is not something that just happens to you while you're waiting around. It's something you actively get to build starting today with one small step. And with that, we're at the end. You officially have the playbook. The map is in your hands. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. What's your first move?